Yeah, and I think we ought to talk about how we got here. You know, like because I don't really remember how we. I guess we were wrapped up Freddy versus Jason, and we're just chatting.
Yeah, well, yeah, essentially. I mean, because we've had all these things in the chamber for a long time. Some of them for a long time.
Yeah,
and
some I forgot.
Dude, I know. And what's crazy is with one of them, I've got 8 pages of notes somewhere that I could not find.
Yeah,
I couldn't even go back to reference them because I was finding all my yellow notepads and I have them all over the apartment. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't find the one that I used, and I'm like, oh well, let's start all over.
It'll be all right. Well, like I had to
probably
scrap
better that way.
Well, I had to scrap some of my notes because I'm like, nope, this will be a whole show over one movie. If I just start talking and I just like totally like just take it over, just hijack the podcast, like start pushing your chair away, and I'm like, this movie,
So essentially, you know, with some of these movies, we talked about them and we wanted to do them, and it was either due to time and scheduling that we didn't, or it came down to content.
Yeah, I think with most of them it was scheduling because I know because we've talked about this before that if we push it back, we can only push it back so far
and then
until it's dead.
Yeah.
That's why, like with Freddy versus Jason, we're like, nope. I mean, that was not a convenient time for either of us. We're like, nope. If we push this one more week, it's dead. You know,
True.
It's like, so let's just do it. Let's just go do it. And I'm so glad we did.
Well, like out of the 5 movies that we're going to discuss today, I think 3 of them were due to time and 2 of them were due to content.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's fair. That was actually one of the first hiccups we ever had in our scheduling was that we were moving. We were moving forward, and then you hit the brakes on that, and we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm still mad. I don't.
Well, you're gonna get 10 minutes to talk about it today.
I'm still secretly angry. And that's So that's why I'm gonna get you back one day. So that's all. I have no interest in your friendship. I just want to get you back sometime, and I got to keep your guard down. And talking about it, obviously, I'm joking, right?
Okay, so welcome back to the Scarecrow Hour. I am Uncle Sam.
I am Random Ninja.
And before we get started, since he sprung something on me last time we were here, I've got something to spring on him. Expensive wrapping paper, I know.
What? Oh,
I know, expensive,
dude.
expensive.
That's really cool. It's super unoriginal idea. Where's the card? The card's the best.
Well, it's taped to the front.
What? Oh my gosh! Oh yes! Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. I love it. Look
up there. There you go.
It's a Jason duck. I don't think it's gonna float, but
well, you'll notice the chevron and stuff are kind of not exactly perfect. But,
he's perfect. I love
it. It's hand painted though.
Oh my gosh!
So
I'm gonna trip about this. We call her baby duck all the time.
Yeah,
so like, that's a Jason duck. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
No problem, dude. I ordered it and it said somewhere between October 2nd and October 15th. And I was like, it'll be here before we do this, right? And then I got to look at it and it said it was coming from China.
Oh,
I did not realize that when I ordered it. And I was like, oh, crud. I was like, it's got to clear customs and do all that stuff. So I was like, I hope it makes it. And then it showed up last week. I was like, yes.
I ordered something from somebody and it was coming from China and it took so long to get it.
I was surprised. It only took 2 weeks.
Yeah, you know what's funny? That's how long things used to take.
Yeah.
And now we're used to like a day, 2 days, something like that. It used to be like you would send off for something, you'd have to wait 2 weeks for your check to get there or whatever. Then you'd have to wait 2 weeks for them to send the thing back. You're like, well, I ordered that and it should be here at the end of the month.
Not to mention the amount of time that the order would probably sit at the warehouse and then they would finally fill it and then they would send it. So
yeah.
I mean, looking at a month.
Well, and you know, shipping wasn't as big of a business as it is now, obviously, with Amazon and everything, and people hating each other and not going to stores. Sorry, that's just the way it is. This guy's great, though. I really appreciate that.
Dude, I was looking at just random stuff. I knew what I was. I didn't know what I was. I knew about what I was looking for, and then I came across that, and I was like, "Oh, sold." I was like, "That's neat."
I like ducks. I've considered doing like a duck collection.
Jules told me that later because I showed it to her on Polo. I was like, "Hey, don't say anything to Jane." I was like, "Hey, check this out," and she was like, "Oh yeah," and he likes ducks and all this stuff. And I was like, awesome. That's just super cool too. So
yeah, like that's my dead dream is to have a radio station called the Duck.
Okay.
The Duck. Quack. Just like, I mean, how cool that, like, you're listening to the Duck. Quack. And like have this kind of like mean looking duck kind of cartoon guy, maybe with a cigar or something. I mean, and the jokes write themselves, you know, it's like, we're not ducking around, you know.
All right. Awesome. So yeah, happy Halloween.
Yeah. Happy Halloween, dude. Thank you. Yeah, dude. My favorite time of the year.
I know.
So I just want to go play with my duck now, dude. Okay, I'll be there.
You have to wait. You have to wait at least an hour.
Okay, sure.
So guys, the way that we are going to do this episode, it's different than anything we've ever done before.
Unprecedented.
So like I think we already mentioned there was five. We got 5 films that we're going to discuss this evening, and instead of having an order lined out, we're going to randomly
do it like
choose.
Random.
So we've got, well, not that you can see, but somewhere in there, there's the titles of the movies. So we will shake them up. And do you want to draw first?
Oh, you go ahead, please, sir. Please, sir. I made them. I know it's small. I didn't want to get the big one in the. If we had more movies, but yeah, this is. So the premise of this episode, though, is that this is kind of, we're calling it, our greatest misses, the episodes we didn't do.
These are the episodes we didn't do.
Which I gotta admit, I get greatest misses. That's there's an Austin rapper named A-Ray, and he put out an album called Greatest Misses, Stuff You Never Heard. Shout out A-Ray.
So we're once again leeching ideas.
No, I mean it's not that original of an idea. Sorry, A-Ray.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, first up, we're going to have Tales from the Crypt,
Demon Night. Okay, I'm happy about this.
Yeah, all right.
That's a great one to start off with, man. I mean, okay, if you're going to talk about that movie,
I think it's the last one.
the number one thing about this movie, the multi-award winning or should be performance of none other than Billy Zane.
Billy Zane
steals this show and locks it up and keeps it, and his name is forever attached to this. He never has to do anything else again. I love Billy Zane so much as the collector.
Yeah.
What a cool character.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's in a different movie than everybody else.
Sort of. I mean, he's definitely in his own little world there, and he's got his own little mission, and it doesn't really matter what people think or whatever. He's got one intention, and that's to do whatever it takes to acquire
the key. And like he's so nonchalant too. Like he's armed. Told you. And then which that great. I love the beginning of that movie so much. First we got to talk a little bit about the Crypt Keeper and how big Tales from the Crypt was.
Yeah, and this is one of the 2 movies that we decided to cut for content because it has a little bit too much nakedness in it for
the party girls, if you will.
Yeah, the party girls and even the Dream Girls and the Crypt Keepers.
Right. Yeah, and I get it. And whenever I pitched this one to you, us doing it, and then when you were like, I knew it was kind of a 50-50, but even when you said, nah, I'm going to lean toward no on it, I was like, I get it, because there are things I want to talk about, but I don't have to talk about this whole movie.
Right.
But there are definitely some things worth discussing. Billy Zane, of course, as the collector, 100,000%. But yeah, so it was Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt, that was like, it's such an infamous show,
Yeah.
We did have Tales from the Dark Side, Twilight Zone, all that, but Tales from the Crypt, man, that was the HBO one. That was rock and roll.
Yeah, that's something that I grew up as a little kid, sneaking in the other room to watch.
They were scary enough, dude. They were scary enough, man.
And you never knew exactly what kind of content was going to be on either.
It was on HBO. I mean, you had to check out what was ever on HBO.
Can we run through the cast real quick? We already mentioned Billy Zane, which we are a fan of Billy Zane here at the Scarecrow Hour.
Absolutely. And there's another guy I'm a big fan of in this. There's a few, but there's somebody else that I'm just like too big of a fan of.
We have She Who Shall Not Be Named. Because we can't afford to have Will Smith showing up and slapping us. We
got the memo. We will keep her name out of our mouth.
I saw what happened to Chris Rock, and we're just not even gonna go down that.
So we're talking about Peta Jickett. I don't know.
Yeah, that's that bald lady.
First thing I ever saw her in was this.
Yeah,
and she hadn't blown up yet.
No, I know she's pretty young.
Yeah. Probably still
CCH Pounder.
Yeah, is it CCH or is it Sheesh?
I don't know. I don't know. It's CCH to me. The Shield.
The Shield.
What you turned me on to that, and I was
her.
like, oh yeah. And then seeing her in this, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I got a whole new respect for her. I'll watch something just because she's in it. And I'm like, I'll give it a chance. You know.
Yeah, she's never. I love that. He's like, is that a yes? She's like, that's me giving you the finger. Right. It's okay. Vodka's kicking in. I've quoted that many times too. It's okay. Anyway, so she's great in this, and The Shield, she was great in as well.
We got William Sadler as Breaker.
What a cool name too, Breaker.
And then finally,
he was
go ahead.
Death in Bill and Ted, the second one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
He's a good actor, dude. I love him in this movie. I would like to see him more in these kind of roles and stuff.
It was funny. I used Grok. I was just like, give me a quick cast and breakdown real quick, and it had William Sadler as the Crypt Keeper, and I was like, you have that wrong. I was like, he's definitely not.
That's John Casque or something like that.
Yeah, and because I looked on IMDb because I was like, that can't be right, and I put it on there. I was like, no, that's incorrect. You can go to IMDb to check this out. Like, oh, we're sorry, and then a couple more, but who else is one of your favorites that's in this?
The legendary, the guy who played Uncle Willie in this, Dick Miller, dude. Dick Miller has been in so many movies. He's just one of those guys that you see in so much stuff, but
he plays in one of my favorite, probably my absolute favorite animated Batman movie.
Yeah.
Mask of the Phantasm. He plays Chucky Saul.
Oh, really?
For real.
So the shirt was a Dick Miller.
Yes.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. I was sitting there, I was reading through his, he's got like 200 plus credits.
Yeah, he's in so much.
And I'm scrolling through and I saw it and I was like, oh, I know what I'm wearing tomorrow. Will that or something else? And I'm glad I chose this one.
Dude, it's awesome. I've often wanted to get a shirt made that just says Dick Miller on it. So people are like, what? I'm like, Dick Miller. And if you don't know him, you would know him from what I would say. I would say
let me see.
Oh gosh, Gremlins.
Gremlins
is probably
the first and second one.
Yeah, he drives the he's the old guy that drives the whatever big machinery thing,
tractor type deal.
Yeah, something like that.
He's also he drove a toy truck in Small Soldiers. He was the delivery kid guy.
I hadn't seen it since it was new on VHS.
I loved it whenever I was a kid. I loved the soundtrack that was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
that's the
had a really cool.
Yeah. It's got Kristen Dunst in it or whatever.
Yes, Kristen Dunst.
Yeah,
Kristen Dunst, whatever.
See, that's why I watched it because I knew her as Claudia from Interview with the Vampire, and which she was phenomenal in.
Right.
And then I just wanted to see something else that she was in after that. And
Tommy Lee Jones as the major whatever Chip Hazard.
Yeah.
And it had a Bad A Bone Thug song.
Really?
On that soundtrack, yeah.
I might have to check out the soundtrack just for the fun of it.
Dude, it's a good soundtrack. Dude, I mean, we honestly could spend a whole hour just talking about Dick Miller. Like,
we should do like a Dick Miller run through.
That might be a good idea.
But speaking of soundtracks, Demon Knight, you've got the freaking Gravediggers, which was is RZA's freaking side project or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. 1-800-SUICIDE.
Gotcha.
So, but also one of the coolest songs ever is at the beginning of that. Once we get through the Crypt Keeper bookings, and I'm going to say this too. I've said it before. Re-release every horror movie ever made and give it a Tales from the Crypt booking. Let the Crypt, hello kitties.
Hello kitties.
Yeah, it's like, well, Freddy's ready to get in your nightmares. Let's see what's on Elm Street. Just do it. Okay, even if the movies aren't good, I don't care. I'll watch it for that. It's kind of like an Elvira thing. I don't know. Anyway, though, the song "Hey Man, Nice Shot" at the beginning, which was famously sung by Filter, I believe it was written for Nine Inch Nails.
I could believe that.
Yeah, but by the guy from Filter, which did you know the lead singer of Filter's brother is Robert Patrick?
No.
T-1000. It is.
Okay.
He's also a biker.
Okay.
Of the Booze Fighters. But anyway, so that was written for that, and I forget where I was going with all that, but that's so cool. That beginning, that was, that's playing the song, and then you see these two great cars, this old Cadillac and this '78 Firebird. Right then, the movie. I was intrigued right away with it because it's like, what's going on? Who's this guy? What's this? It's.
I think you lent it to me on VHS, possibly.
Probably.
I think so. That's how long
it goes back. I had it on VHS for sure.
Also, we got THC in it.
Oh, yeah, Roach.
Dude, Thomas Hayden Church.
If Billy Zane wasn't stealing the show, man, Roach would be a very memorable character. Like, I love that whenever, like, Breaker's trying to break in, Breaker and everything, that's trying to break in a car, which is so sketchy because that kid's like, are you still? He's like, no. He's got that knife. He's like, you want a quarter? Come get it. It's like, dude, that is as sketchy as you could possibly look. Which is also kind of insulting because later on he pulls out a wad of cash when he's paying for the room.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you offer that kid a quarter? A shot you. Yeah, pretty sketchy, pretty shady.
Well, you got to admit, you got to just love how it's almost Shakespearean, some of Roach's lines, really. My nipples are smoking.
My nipples are smoking. This whole hell on earth thing, big deal. I got hemorrhoids. I didn't even know what hemorrhoids was when he said that. I just laughed.
That's awesome.
And of course, it makes you feel good to do it. Because Billy's like, you don't mind if we kill the others, do you? Oh. He's the worst in that.
Roach is the worst of the worst.
Because whenever is that the 2-minute warning?
Yep, that's our 2-minute warning, folks.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I was just gonna point out that Roach, when he comes outside, he looks at his truck.
Oh
automatically. Yeah. And also Billy Zane later on when they're talking to the owners of that, you just look at the cook's wife is just staring at Billy Zane like,
Aww.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's great. It's a great movie, horror, action, all that. Also, you got Wally, who had no bullets, but all the guns. He voiced Roger Rabbit, famously.
Really?
Yeah, he's in Nightmare on Elm Street, too. Has a small role in that. Cordelia, I never saw her in anything else again. Look at this crowd. Okay, so they're all living in this like church hotel thing.
Right.
And you've got like, you've got a post office guy, an old drunk, a woman of the night,
right?
Which I'm thinking Uncle Willie might be her pimp. Because notice that when she's going to break her, he's all like, "Yeah,
make that money,
make that money for Uncle Willie." Dick Miller, shout out.
Yeah, we lost him in 19. I think.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
but he was somebody like I don't know. See, you wonder why they don't take these people and give them these bigger roles. Just like give them their flowers, man. I would love to see him, in a bigger movie playing the president or something,
Would have worked. He's, I really think we really should toss around the idea a little bit more about doing some more Dick Miller stuff.
Yeah.
So essentially, I mean, we've kind of pretty much told you about it for the most part, but essentially Breaker is running from this demon, and he's got a key that contains holy blood.
Yeah.
That's been passed down since since Jesus, essentially.
Yeah, you find out that that this is all this key, it holds some of the blood of Christ from the crucifixion, then it gets refilled by whoever carries it. And the demons want it so that they can take over the world and stuff, but it's also a weapon used against them with the drops of blood and stuff, which is, a great aspect to that movie to like, okay, we have barriers, you know, and they're trying to get through the barriers and whatnot. And another great guy, Gary Farmer, he Bob, the deputy.
Oh yeah, Deputy Bob.
Yeah, I want to say Native American actor, but he's a Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Can you be a Native American?
Yes,
Canadian?
Yeah, they've got a lot of natives
great.
up there.
But
in Canada.
he right after this he did this great movie with Johnny Depp called Dead Man, where he played a Native American named Nobody, and he's also in Reservation Dogs. Okay, anyway,
that's such a good show.
Oh, it's great.
Rest Dogs.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I hope they do something else with it, like a movie or something.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching.
Did you see the Juggalo in it? The one with the Juggalo?
I feel like it. I watched every episode, so yeah.
He's 100% a Juggalo. He's drinking a Faygo. He's on this bus, and Juggalos and natives get along great.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then he's talking about tribes and stuff. Then he's like, he's like, whoop, whoop. I mean, yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, Demon Knight, great movie. I think we talked about we hit the highs on that one.
Yeah,
we didn't do it because of content and didn't really want to die on that hill. So. Glad we worked it into here. Glad we got to talk about it for a minute.
Yeah, it definitely rated R. Got all the hallmarks of Tales from the Crypt. So watch it if you want. It's I mean, it's worth a watch.
Yeah, it's totally this time of year too, man. It's a total horror. A lot of great kills in it, stuff like that.
What'd you say about her? You're not supposed to say her name.
Oh,
just kidding.
I didn't. Oh, okay.
Well, horror. I'm sorry. So, sorry, before we get into it, let's do it all ceremonial like.
All right.
So,
am I up?
Here we go, sir.
Sorry. I'm going to get 2.
Just get 1. You got 1?
I cannot read your handwriting. Oh, wait.
I did not write this.
This is my handwriting.
And it's upside down?
It's from Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn. All right, let's
put like 8 of those in there.
Let me set the time. I mean, we only got 5 movies, but there's 8 slips of paper.
And they're all from Dusk. We did Demon Knight and From Dusk Till Dawn, and that's it. All right, we definitely set the timer. 45 minutes, go. No, All right, let me just get into this from dusk till dawn. Like my first, we'll do the first impressions real quick, and then we'll talk about why we didn't do it. But like, I saw this on pay-per-view because I had heard about this movie, and I just had to see this movie. I never heard anything like it. Excuse me, and it's why George Clooney's always going to forever be in my cool book.
Right.
Whatever else he does, I don't care. Seth Gecko, that character is awesome. Anyway, so I was obsessed with this movie, and I started telling everybody about it just to try to convince people, like, this is a real movie. This happens. This happens. This is, you've got to see this movie, you know. And it was like I couldn't go get it on pay-per-view again, and people were like, what? I actually had some friends that drove to Fort Worth to go see it. And they said halfway through it, you know, into the reveal with the like, people got up in the theater like, didn't know this was monster movie. They were mad.
Well, what did you expect?
Well, you know,
Dusk Till Dawn.
This was a different time, though. This is like 96, 97. Before we didn't always see the you would go to the theater, and sometimes you would just look at posters.
Yeah,
you know, and choose. So they saw Quentin Tarantino, who Pulp Fiction was big.
Okay,
you know?
Okay.
And so they're like, oh, okay, and it starts off very much like a you know, a crime drama.
Yeah, that's how it does.
I mean, the first half of it, that's what it is.
Yeah, they're running, and then they kidnap those people.
Yeah, so. I get it. But me going into it, I knew there were vampires. That's why I was watching it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my. What about the first time you watched it?
I don't even remember. It's been so long. I want to say it was probably on HBO or something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely, because I saw it on TV. It was not censored by any means. So, it had to have been on one of those or something along those lines.
I remember going over to my grandma's house one day. Her and her sister, they were watching TV, and they were watching From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you?" Y'all need to turn this off. It was still the beginning of it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was like, you're not gonna like.
I'd already heard about it. As a matter of fact,
like this.
I may have watched it on tape or DVD or something like that because I already knew a little bit. I knew that Cheech Marin was in it, and I knew that there was vampires, and obviously Quentin Tarantino and all that stuff. You know, and George Clooney is kind of he's always sort of been a selling point for a long time.
He wasn't anything at this time. Like he was Boomer on Roseanne for a while. He was in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 2. This is what I knew him from. And then boom, it's Boomer from Roseanne, but he's got a cool pistol. Let's watch this. And I wish he would have done. I wish they would have. There's a great series from Dusk Till Dawn series. It's great. You know, it's good. But man, this is just this movie. Plus, I mean, you can't really talk about this movie without bringing up Selma Hayek. First thing ever
Who's
seen
that?
her in. Don't even play. No, like there's the first thing I ever saw her in, and I think I've never heard anybody say anything negative. She's barely in the movie.
True.
But when you talk about this movie, you have to talk about her scene.
Her scene is the it's the big turning point of the whole movie.
It absolutely is.
You know, that's whenever it switches from crime drama to monster horror.
Right. And you know, it's like she's very obviously very beautiful and stuff, but like you've got all this nudity around her, right? But she's not naked.
True.
But she steals the show from every one of them.
True.
You know, it's just that charisma of Selma Hayek. She's done. I mean, I'm a fan of her anyway. She's done so many great movies and stuff. You know, work with Antonio Banderas. You know, and she's in every up to a point. She's in every Robert Rodriguez movie.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, definitely. Robert Rodriguez. You know, was he the director? He was the director, and then Quentin Tarantino helped write it.
He wrote the screenplay.
He didn't write the story. Yeah, it was Robert Kurtzman.
Yeah, that guy. Well, there's
really.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to get into it, but there is speculation that dude stole a bunch of other people's work.
Okay.
You know, and that.
Well, due to him allegedly stealing someone else's work, Quentin Tarantino was able to write a screenplay, and Robert Rodriguez was able to direct a bad A movie.
It really is awesome, dude. So quotable. Seth Gecko. Like, do you have a favorite line from that?
I can't say so. It's been so long. Honestly, this is another one of those that I would have had to rewatch it because, dude, I mean, I watch so much stuff, dude. It's hard for me to keep up. Like, my hard drive only has so much space.
Well, you got to think, okay, we can talk about this cast a little bit, too. Well, let's talk about why we decided not to do From Dusk Till Dawn.
Nudity.
So much nudity. I get that.
That was it.
See, I didn't even get that at the time. I just thought it was because of the
It's got a lot of Satanistic imagery and things of that
and that's
nature.
what I thought it was about. So that was kind of hard for me to kind of get my bearings on like what we were going to be doing moving forward, you know? So I just think back to that. But whenever factoring the nudity, I'm like, oh yeah, I get it.
That's really like, I can like, with horror movies, I allow some, leeway on stuff. Even today, like back in the day, obviously, I didn't care. I care a lot more about it today, but really the deciding factor was all the nakedness.
Sure. And as the Korean video store owner that we used to have in town would say, it's very awe. No, it's very awe. Very awe. Like, try to rip Basic Instinct. No, very awe.
Plus, I think I already mentioned Cheech Marin. He plays several.
3 roles, man. Three great roles.
He's got
one of the best monologues.
That's probably, honestly, his line, especially about the...
about all the services that's provided.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
That gets it going, too.
Yeah. So that's...
Yeah, great. I mean, you got Harvey Keitel in there, Juliette Lewis.
Right. Harvey Keitel also in Pulp Fiction. In my brain, like
Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs.
So he's Quarantino.
Yeah, he's part of
my
that
tongue
band.
Still.
We know how that works. Tarantino. You know why guys like Quentin Tarantino have their people, just like guys like Tim Burton have their people.
Yeah.
It's because when you make a movie in Hollywood, you get a list of actors, and they're like, okay, this is who the studio wants you to choose from. So it's like, okay, for your lead, that's going to be.
It also depends on casting services.
Well, I mean, I'm sure, but if you're a director that's kind of cut out your own niche, you can just avoid that and say, no, I have my people. I wrote this with this guy in mind. So for a lot, like a guy like Dick Miller, he was probably always on those lists too. Like, oh, you need somebody to be the drunk old guy here. It's like, well, Dick Miller's available,
right?
So that's why people get typecast. It's cool. You can have a career out of it. It's good.
Danny Trejo, and then
Danny freaking Trejo, Razor Charlie is his name. I don't think they ever say it in the movie, but his name's Razor Charlie. Yeah.
And then master horror monster creator
Tom Savini.
Yeah, I can't remember when it was. You asked me, and I never did respond to it. I think you asked me. We were talking something about Tom Savini, and then you said, "Do you know who that is?" And I forgot to mention it. I was like, "Duh," is what I wanted to say.
I remember. Yes, I kind of remember that. I don't remember the context.
I can't either, but I'm like, yeah. There's.
I might have been talking about at Frightmare. Whenever he was sitting at that table next to me and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, there's even a, what's it called? Lock and Key. There's a series on, I think it was on Netflix.
I've heard of that.
And they've got the, I can't remember the name of the club, but it's based around the Savinis, I think maybe the name of the club.
Awesome.
But they're all, monster horror fans, and like Tom Savini is like their
nice.
icon,
I get it.
So
the guy's done so. He gave us, he's given us so much, dude. So many great icons. Like he did the original Jason makeup for from the first one he designed. Anyway, we talk about Tom Savini. We do a whole episode about him.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty interesting to dig off into.
So so from Dusk Till Dawn, it's just such a
2-minute mark.
Okay, it's just such a good action movie with great characters in it. When they start fighting back, that's when I just lost it. Whenever they start fighting the vampires back and holding their own.
Which one of them had the blade in the? Was that Sex Machine, or was it one of the others that had the blade in the boot?
No, that's Roadhouse.
Or was it?
It's not that.
Really?
Movie. Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking one of them had a blade in the toe of his boot.
No, I don't think so.
Wow, my bad.
But that's in Roadhouse.
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking. Okay, my bad.
No, you're good. No, that's there. Hey, dude, that sounds like something they would have.
Yeah,
because they have so many gimmicks in this film.
It's wild.
The jackhammer, freaking, which it looks so cool, but that would make no sense to try to fight with. You have no dexterity. You're just okay. Well, you got these vampires just all around you, and it's like, all right, get in line. And she finds a dadgum vampire killing kid.
Why would they have that?
Why would they have that? Like, oh gosh,
bar.
Yeah, it's a crossbow, a pump action crossbow. I didn't know that was a thing. In a casket. It's like, oh, this is for killing vampires. Okay, great. And then freaking. It took me forever to realize he puts crosses on the end of the bullets. I just thought he split them.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought there's just splitting them.
Right.
Yeah, he split a bullet. It's somebody's like, no. And I was like, why did that blow up when he shoots them? It's like, because of the crosses on.
Gotcha.
Like,
okay.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, liberties, why not?
Yeah, reaching there, but cool.
Yeah.
Of course, since screenplay was written by Quarantino. See, I keep saying Quarantino. We're just gonna mix. I'm just mixing. He's not Quentin Tarantino anymore. He's Quarantino. It's got the regular Tarantino dialogue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And like, Some of that stuff though that Seth says when he's just so cool in that movie too. and Richie, dude, Richie is a scary character.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino's character is very scary, and I love the dynamic how you see that Seth understands that his brother's a monster.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And that's why when he finally has to put him down and stuff, it was just like, this is what I've always been meant to do, is put him down. And like he says, I give you the peace and death that I couldn't give you in life,
Right.
And even and he's so quick-witted. I like when they come into that hotel room after where's the girl kind of scene, and he's trying to still be witty, but he's like, she wouldn't have said with a mouthful. He's still being that, but you could tell he's just like, oh my gosh, just processing. So just really great stuff from actors here in a movie that didn't necessarily have to have good acting, because it's very, it's very over the top. It's Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino, but everybody came through, everybody delivered it. And it's a Texas movie too. I don't know if they filmed it in Texas.
Yeah, because they start off don't they wind up going to Mexico, or they
they're by
because they're in
Big Spring,
South Texas.
I think they're supposed to be in Big Spring. I forget though. I forget exactly. Those are probably in my notes, but I'm not getting those
We're
out.
not doing that.
We ain't got note time, brother.
All right, so that was From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, great movie. Oh, but maybe the best line in that movie is like, oh, are they psychos or something? Psychos? They look like psychos. Psychos do not explode when sunlight hits them. I don't give a how crazy they are. They were vampires. Just like he's like, I don't want to hear this talk that I don't believe in vampires because I don't believe in vampires, but I believe in my eyes. And other great lines are just too like, if there's a hell and those are from it, then there's got to be a heaven, there's got to be a God, there's got just the way his brain works in that. Dude, it's such a good movie. Really cool movie. Very R.
Oh, they are.
Very R.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Well, we've got 2 down, 3 to go.
Yeah.
So running out of options here. If I can.
I bet it's Nosferatu.
Is it Nosferatu?
I bet.
Let's see. Where's that? We've got Deathproof.
Oh, Deathproof. Another Quentin Tarantino.
That's not how you spell proof.
Dude, I said they were going to be wrong. No comments. That's exactly what I said. I wrote it and I saw it wrong. And I was like, okay, the spelling's going to be questionable because I didn't want to write it again. And then you're like, I won't say anything. It's all good. No, I did. Yeah, I think I wrote proof like that rapper guy. Not the proof from, yeah, like that. I'm getting bigger. I'm going to need a computer. That's pretty good.
All right.
The whole label's drug dealers on us.
We're going to start our timer for Deathproof.
All right.
This was the one that I really needed to rewatch because it had been so darn long and I couldn't hardly remember anything. I knew the gist of it, but I'm really glad I did rewatch it last night. I had a lot of fun watching it.
No, it's a fun movie. It's definitely one of those ones like you're gonna love it or hate it,
right?
And I've tried to get people to watch it, and they're like, "No, I turned that thing off."
Yeah. It's probably difficult for, I don't know, let's say normies to get through the first half because it's set in that grindhouse,
it's
cheap 70s
that's how it's
horror,
supposed to be, and this is really, obviously, I don't think they made these movies to make money, as stupid as that may sound.
No, I can understand what you're saying.
They were like art pieces, because I remember this coming out, and what was funny is I wanted to see Planet Terror.
Gotcha.
I didn't really care about Deathproof. I didn't really understand the concept, because there wasn't a lot about it. I just knew it was Kurt Russell in a car or something. Right. I don't know. But I was like, oh, but to Planet Terror, I can get behind that.
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, zombies and all that. So I watched Planet Terror, and I was like, it's a lot. I like it more now than I did the first time I watched it. I was like, all right, that's a lot. Okay. But then I ended up watching Deathproof just because I was going to eventually watch it anyway. And no, wait, I got to tell you, this is funny. Before I ever watched Deathproof, I went over to somebody's house. They were watching Deathproof, right?
Oh, yeah.
So do you know that part where they're having margaritas? Mm-hmm. And then she's telling her, like, okay, but give me the drink and we're going to do the scenario.
Yeah.
I walk in there and that girl's going like, hey, can I get you a drink? And all that. And I was like, dang. Like, I knew this movie was going to be cheesy, but that's bad. And that's the only bit of it I saw. I was like, I'm in no hurry to see that one.
Butterfly.
Yeah. But then when I did watch it, I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino films.
I was going to mention wrote and directed by Quentin Tarantino.
So I love that movie so much that I actually, back in 2009, Jules and I went to Austin, did a bunch of fun stuff. I'm not going to get into that, but that bar they hang out at, the Texas Chili Parlor is what it's called. We went there, and
it's a real bar.
Yeah. It's called Texas Chili Parlor.
Awesome,
and it's small.
Yeah.
Like
it looks small in the.
Oh, dude, they used every bit of that place.
Looks like it's just a little.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little box, and then there's this little area over here where you see that in the movie too, where she goes and makes text. The outside's not the same. It's just the street that was shot elsewhere. But what was so cool, we go in there, it was packed, right? The little place was packed. This is Austin on a Friday night and everything. And I'd watched this movie so much and studied that place. It
looks smaller than the Galaxy Club was.
Well, it didn't have a stage, but I wouldn't try to put one in the other. Galaxy, dude, that's a low. Anyway, we'll do a show about shows one day. But so I go and I look around, dude, and I kid you not, I'm looking around. This place is packed, right?
Yeah.
And I see the one table that's available.
Oh, is it that corner?
Is that corner? It wasn't the same table because in the movie the table's round.
Yeah.
And this was a square table.
Okay.
But I saw it to where the jukebox was and everything, and I was like, there.
That's awesome.
So we went there. We sit there. They even had a thing for chartreuse on the side because remember they bring over. So it's like if you know, you know. Yeah. And I also noticed they had a Jack Burton T-shirt hanging up behind the bar. You know, the one he wears in.
Yeah, is that a good drink or is that a good drink?
Oh yeah, I gotta try that stuff one day. The color, anyway. Like, so I sit there. I try to be all nonchalant because I don't want to be a nerd or whatever. And they're like, "Yeah, what do you get?" I'm like, "I'll have a club soda and lime, and give me the nacho deluxe platter, which is they're called the killer nachos on the menu."
Oh really?
Yeah,
dude, that's awesome.
So I sit there. I was just sitting there soaking in. We took pictures, but I don't know whatever happened to them. But I was just like, I'm in Deathproof right now. I was like, I am in Death. Everything started getting grainy, you know.
Let's do a quick run through of cast. We got Kurt Russell,
awesome.
Stuntman Mike, Rosario Dawson. She's a treasure in my opinion.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Zoe Bell.
Zoe Bell, how cool is she?
I had to do a little bit of research on that because I'm sitting there watching it last night. And I was like, hold on, she looks like Uma Thurman. She had to have been Uma Thurman's. And I looked, and I was like, sure enough, she was her stunt person.
She was, and you know who she was before that? She was Xena.
Yeah. No, I have that. Yeah, I have Xena, Warrior Princess, and in Catwoman, Halle Berry.
Oh, I didn't even realize that one. Oh, I never did watch that, dude. But
I don't know if I think I saw it once.
I've never heard anything redeeming about it.
There's nothing good about it.
Yeah, nobody's ever like, if it wasn't a Catwoman movie, everybody's like,
no.
And I've got a whole theory on why that happened anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Zoe Bell, she's so dope. She great stunt woman.
And she does that's her, obviously, because she is the summit. That's, you actually get to see the actor doing her own stunts, and that's a bad A on that car. Like
that scene is so good, dude. Like, I love
what's called the sail mask or something sail or something.
Yeah, I forget what the sailor and mask or whatever.
Sailor's mask,
something like that. Yeah. And like that whole thing. Whatever with your however, because you get the beginning. Again, this is one of those movies. It's two movies.
Yes.
You get the first one, the Texas side of it.
Yeah, and it's all grainy and gritty and very grindhouse type.
And you think they set these girls up like you think they're going to be in the whole movie.
True. And
especially the one that does the lap dance butterfly or whatever, like you think she'll be the only survivor or something. The final girl, no, she gets it worse than anybody.
Oh yeah.
And so
all over that's her in the back seat, right?
Yeah, the tire.
Yeah.
Because I think she's the last one to get it too. So you're like, oh, she's gonna live.
Yeah,
no,
definitely not.
She's not going to want to live.
Yeah, only one person lives.
And by design, which if the premise is this dude is a serial killer of females that he uses his car.
Deathproof.
It's Deathproof. He's Stuntman Mike.
Yeah. And he's like, the only benefit, or in order to get the benefit, you have to be sitting in my seat. Yeah, he's got her on that little metal seat. Oh my god.
Becomes a horror movie. You know how the premise of that movie got started was Quentin Tarantino was having dinner with Sean Penn and said that he wanted to get a Volvo because they're so safe.
Yeah.
And Sean Penn was like, well, why don't you just take any car to a movie set and give it to the stunt people, and for about $20,000 they'll make it Deathproof. So he was like, that'd be a cool movie. And I forget who. I want to say there was somebody else originally. I think Stallone was originally who he wanted to be Stuntman Mike.
Really?
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
I think Stallone was the first pick, but then it went to Kurt Russell, who
I'd like to see that in an alternate universe.
Yeah. Well, you remember how he said he became a stuntman? Same way anybody else becomes a stuntman. My brother's a stuntman. And then
Once
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because you got
He plays his brother that he's
Oh.
talking about. Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, I love Quentin Tarantino versus and then with that, in this we get Sheriff he was the sheriff from Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, the same
Oh,
Earl.
okay.
Earl,
Yeah,
you know, who's
yeah.
like, well, he's crazy. You know, the guy,
It's like Dr. What's her name?
Dr. Rot. That's his daughter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I picked up on that because he's like.
Well, you have to watch Planet Terror to get all that.
Oh, well, they talk about it right there. He's, talks about his sister, and then like the deputy is his son.
Right.
And
Son number one.
Yeah, son number one.
That's his real son too.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was also in another Quentin Tarantino movie.
Was that
he played OB anyway.
Was Rosario Dawson's, was her ringtone the same tune that's in Kill Bill? Right? Okay. Yeah. Because I was just like, I said that. I'll tell you a story about that tune later on.
Okay.
After we finish recording, remember to ask me about it.
Real quick, even though we saw Earl McGraw or whatever die and From Dusk Till Dawn in the opening scene of From Dusk Till Dawn.
All right, we're at our 2-minute mark.
Okay. Which, that's shouts From Dusk Till Dawn for having that awesome opening scene,
Yeah.
He dies there, but they Tarantino liked it so much he brought him back. He's in that as the same character, and he's in Kill Bill as the same character. So he's just, I love that dude. His name is Casey. He was in Tusk. I think that was like one of the last films he did before he lost it.
That's such a gross movie.
Yeah, but you need to see it. You know?
It's one of those that's like
that's my limit. Yeah. Like I remember I got somebody to watch it at work one day, and then I asked him about it. He's like, "Yep, it'll change you."
Oh, what was I watching the other day? Dadgummit, I can't remember now. It's an older movie, but it had a guy that looked just like Justin Long, but it couldn't have been him because he would have been like a kid. I'll have to. That sucks.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, wrapping it up with Deathproof.
There's also a excuse my French, but a wagon in
Kill Bill.
It's in Kill Bill, but there's also the car. Yeah. Kim's car, that yellow car.
Yeah.
On the back, whenever Mary, whatever Elizabeth Winstead, when she's sitting on that car.
Yeah.
Like right there in pink, the same lettering. Yeah, I saw it. I was sitting there. I was like, wait, because I noticed the pink in the font and everything. I was like, what? And I paused it, and I had to get up and walk to my TV. And I was like, sure enough,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I never caught to see. There's always still cool stuff to find,
and it's a yellow car too, and everything.
Yeah, dude. How about her in that? And then he's like, we're making a movie. That dude, that like Adam Sandler
like
actor,
yeah,
making a porno movie.
It's like a porno movie.
Leave her there with them. She's Ewan McGregor's wife, I believe. They do a lot of stuff together.
Oh
too.
yeah.
She's had a good career.
Oh yeah, and she was Abraham Lincoln Vampire Killer's wife.
She's married Beth or whatever.
Yes.
Did you ever watch the series Fargo?
Yeah.
With her. Did you watch the one with her and yeah, so good.
I like her. She's
great. She was really good in a movie that didn't get enough love. It's Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn movie.
I've seen it. Yeah,
it's a much. They did a disservice by not calling it Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
Birds of Prey. Anyway,
no, I've watched it. I actually enjoyed it.
But no, this is one of the best car chase scenes ever.
And that's when the stuff with Rosario Dawson, all them guys, all those are in Zoe Bell are in a clear. It's more like an action movie, like a modern action movie. I forgot to change. Dadgum, I forgot to change the sound.
Are we gonna be okay?
Yeah, no, it's just behind. It's not. I meant to change the delay on it, and so I'll just have to adjust whenever I'm not a. Sorry,
Damn.
Yeah, I meant to do that. I've been mean every time I edit one of our episodes. I'm like, I need to go to that computer and change that. I never do.
Well, good. It's our style or whatever.
See, I remembered everything except that. That's the thing I forgot this time. So
okay, good. Because I was a little nervous. I was like, we're gonna be like, I forgot to record. Let's just do that whole thing again.
We are recording.
Let's do that whole thing again. The freestyle session.
Okay, so now that we've wrapped that one up,
Deathproof. Wait, one more thing. I love Kurt Russell in that. He's such, that's great. Everything they shoot him.
Oh yeah, he's so excited, dude. He's like, that was fun.
Yeah, he's gonna let him go too.
Dude, and he whines like such a biatch.
And he's going, why? You're a serial killer. You kill innocent women.
He finally gets hurt and he's crying. I mean, just pure whining like a bee.
He's a teetotaler. Like he stays sober, but he has that. He pulls that whiskey out.
Yeah, and he starts slugging.
And then those girls kick the crap out of him.
Dude, they beat him, and then she finally.
Yeah, she beats him, and they're like, yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, he winds up wailing like a little.
Yeah, dude. Don't ever come at me and be like, "Oh, dude, you just don't like strong female characters." I will
got them.
Yeah,
dude.
I will slap you in the face with Zoe Bell.
Dude, no joke, man.
I'd love to see her in more stuff. She was also in The Hateful Eight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've seen that, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right. She's six horse Mary or whatever.
Oh,
Really
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
She's so sweet in that.
Cool.
They all get it. But,
yeah. Anyways,
Yep.
we're gonna move on.
All right. My turn.
Shake this up. What we've got? How many down? 3 down. We got 2 to go. Let's see what else we got.
Well, I have a pretty good idea that it's gonna be.
You have a good idea what it's gonna be?
Hey, real quick, why didn't we do Deathproof? Was it just a time?
Time. That's all it was time.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, I'll tell you what time it is.
What time is it?
It's time to do Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Okay. All right.
Nosferatu is more than a vampire.
More than a vampire?
So we both went and saw this separately in the theater.
Yes.
And automatically we were both like, we should do Scarecrow hour. And I believe it was just timing. And
yes, that's all it was.
And I think the further we went along with it, I started thinking, I was like, there's other movies I'd rather do anyway. Because, I mean, I'll tell anybody, see this movie.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful movie.
It's funny, when I went to the theater, I watched it with my friend Tommy and then little James. And I don't think it's just not their type of movie. Like, they enjoyed it, but it's not exactly their.
I don't know that it's anybody's type, really. But I'm telling you, because when I watched it, I was exhausted. And I remember getting in the theater and sitting down and go, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Hold on, pause for a second. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying. So, you were saying you were tired.
Yeah, I was like exhausted, and I sat down and I'm like, what am I doing here? Because I know basically the tone of the film, from the story, the trailers. Mm-hmm. This wasn't going to be wake you up action packed. So.
No, right.
But I sit there and I just soaked it in, man. And there was stuff about the movie I didn't like.
You watched it here in Graham?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sam went with me.
Okay,
Sam 6'4", cool. And see, I was kind of worried once. I was like, why not drag Sam to this, dude? I was like, he may not like this, But when we left there, I was like, what'd you think? He's like, he was kind of like me, like, I liked it.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like, oh, it was weird. It was just really well done. So that could show you if something's done well enough, it doesn't really matter what it is.
Right.
And that movie's beautiful movie.
Yeah, very gothic, very it's got such great shots. And I think it was right after watching that you were like, dude, you got to watch these other, like, I had to go back and I watched the silent film.
Sure, you got to. Which is all this is because Bram Stoker's family
wouldn't give him the rights to Dracula.
So they're like, fine, we'll just change names and keep the story identical. That had to be some kind of law that came in later, like, nope, can't do that, can't do that.
Oh man, it's we watch these movies that people take from true stories or other stories or whatever, and it's like, take The New Crow for example. It's like they use these names, and it's like, you didn't need to use those names. You could have just used something else.
Shot themselves in the foot with that one.
Like, this one kind of works in that, where it's like, we're leeching from
but
Dracula,
and it's because it's been around so long.
True.
Like, nobody's gonna be like, hey, we should cancel that.
Right.
That was wrong. And it's weird that I thought it was strange that I thought we'd never see another Nosferatu film again. I just figured we wouldn't, because why do you need that when you have Dracula?
True.
But this director, he saw a reason to do it.
Orlok shows up in the Rob Zombie's Monsters.
Oh, yeah. Played by that
one guy.
Burke or whatever,
Richard, is it Richard Brake?
Brake, yeah, I believe
Richard Brake.
I think he plays the Nosferatu in that.
Okay.
Which he's my pick. If we were having the discussion of Freddy Krueger,
he could do it.
I put him in the discussion for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He plays such a just
creep.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and Barbarian.
Yeah. Oh, I know, dude. That was.
He didn't even have to do much. You're just like, you're creeping me out, guy. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Did Zombie introduce him? I know he was around before that, but I'm talking about he first used him in 31, maybe, or was it before that?
Halloween 2.
Oh, okay.
He's at the beginning.
Okay, gotcha.
They tell that very bad joke, but. Yeah, that was the first thing I ever saw him in, and he just looks like you said, like a creep, dude. He's so good for him, dude.
So back to this, if you haven't seen it yet, what is it? Shadow of a Vampire.
Shadow of the Vampire.
Like you turned me on to that one, dude. It's
Yeah.
so much fun. Like it was fun. You know, Willem Dafoe and John Malkovich. Which I'll watch anything with John Malkovich in it, just because you just never know like which way he's gonna go with stuff.
Yeah.
Either he's gonna be John Malkovich or he's actually gonna be a character.
Right. Yeah.
So.
I've heard so many stories about John Malkovich, like in Rounders, he's doing that Russian accent, and then like the guy, he said something like to Matt Damon or something. He's like, what do you think of the accent or something like that? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, it sucks. You know? He was like, I'm not good at this or something. He was my pick to play Mr. Freeze once upon a time. I always thought
that would make sense.
He'd been great, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
I'm ship has sailed on that,
right.
You know, but you know, whatever. In an alternate reality, he's definitely that. So yeah, that was a fun movie.
So we haven't even gotten to the cast of Nosferatu, so we have to mention Bill Skarsgård, which he's another one of those, like, you put his name on something, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
he was also in Scarecrow. Or, what do I call it?
He was in Scarecrow.
The Crow.
The Crow. And I just want to go on record by saying I think the 2024 Crow film is a really good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a really good Crow movie.
Yes.
Aside from them using the name, Eric and Shelley, they could have called them John and Jane.
Any other name, anything else, it's just been just right.
Because people call that movie a remake.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that remake. It's not.
It's not a remake.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, it's not like they didn't even have like Draven. His name was just Alex. It never said Draven. You know, it was just Alex.
Eric.
It was just Eric.
Yeah.
Eric and Shelley.
Yeah.
Even in the cat, it doesn't say Draven. So,
yeah.
You know.
Lily Rose Depp,
dude,
as Ellen.
She is so good in this.
She is.
Like at first, I'm like, okay, how'd you
Johnny
get
Depp's daughter?
Yeah, Johnny Depp's daughter. So how'd you get the job? Oh, she came to work, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
That and that just shows you that it's in her veins, because Johnny Depp in his own right is a really good actor.
Yes,
you know, and obviously that's carried over to her because she's so good in that. I don't know. First thing I saw her in was a horrible little movie called it's only Kevin Smith movie I don't like. Yoga Hosers.
Yoga Hosers.
Yeah, it's not that it's a bad movie. It's just not for me, you know, and that's fine, you know. When people
that's like one of those. It's got Smith's daughter too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they're the leads.
Yeah,
you know, Kevin Smith didn't make that movie for me.
Lily Rose Depp acts much better than Smith's daughter.
Well,
Harley.
she's like, I don't think Harley's doing anything else as far as acting, but no, Depp, I think she's gonna be in it for the long run. I'm excited to see where her career goes. She just, man, I bet she took some time off her life for that performance, dude.
Well, if you don't know, essentially Ellen is plagued by these nightmares of this vampire or this monster.
Well, it's like a psychic connection.
Yes,
now, that's not in the original.
Yeah.
That's a liberty they took, and I think it works.
I think it works very well. You know, she's continually having this dream, and then
so we agree, Lily Rose Depp.
Absolutely.
Gonna have a great career and everything. William Dafoe.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with William Dafoe.
So that's kind of a cool thing, because he was in the Shadow of a Vampire.
Absolutely.
So to have him in this as another eccentric character,
and you know,
I like his character.
It's got to be a decision that, I mean, it's not like he forgot he was in that movie.
True.
You know, he was like, oh yeah, I've done that. I'll do this, and it's kind of all in that world. You know. Yeah. So he's great. He's crazy in it. I want to call him Van Helsing because that's
essentially
that's who his character is. Like Orlok's Dracula.
Yeah.
He's Van Helsing. They're all That was one thing I remember when we were going to do this. I was like, I was going to go ahead and say, I'm going to refer to a lot of these characters by their Dracula counterparts. Like, just because I am, because let's not pretend that it's a different story, you know?
Right.
And that was funny when people tell me they would talk about Nosferatu, like, oh yeah, with the da-da-da-da. I'm like, you know, it's Dracula.
No, it's something different.
Dude, no, Orlok. Dracula is spelled D. Dr. Orlok. He's different. But what I do suggest for anybody with this movie, I think, did you watch the Demeter, the Final Voyage of the Demeter? Demeter. You know I say it wrong. At least I didn't say the Demeter.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, because I did a what we're watching on it.
Ah, correct.
Yes.
So but where this works, like, where I haven't done this, but I want to do this, is I want to watch this movie Nosferatu up to the point where they get on the ship.
Okay, yeah.
Then I want to watch that, and then I'm going to go back to it.
Gotcha.
I think it'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, okay, so something I did not like about this movie was that I don't like anything that involves child death, and there was a couple kids.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's kind of a big part of the story, though.
I knew what I was getting into with the movie. I knew that's always there with vampire lore, especially Dracula and everything else. So just because it's something I don't like, didn't mean I couldn't handle it. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
So
Yeah, so we had the husband, Thomas, was played by.
was that Lex Luthor?
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's his name? Do you remember?
Hold on, I got
That
it
guy.
right here.
we were just.
I just read his name, Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult, that's right. He
He's
plays
good, too.
Thomas. Yeah, he's the one that goes to meet Orlok.
Harker. He's John Harker.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So he goes to meet Orlok and he winds up signing over his wife.
Yeah, well,
In one of the documents, there's two documents. There's the one in his language and then the other one.
essentially.
So,
I don't know, man. I don't remember the documents.
Skarsgård's Orlok was
Dude,
it was something else.
what a
dude.
monster. I love that he was a monster in this. Yeah. Oh, the breathing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the breathing was
got
almost like
The Hellhounds and dude, yeah, he's
And the way-
Skarsgård just does monsters.
and the way, for sure. But the way he was like drinking blood, it was like,
breathing it in.
yeah, dude. It made me think more like a parasite. Not,
Well,
which essentially,
yeah,
yeah.
vampires
But
essentially are.
vampires are so romanticized and
True.
stuff. It's good to see one
Not
that's
in
a
this one.
dirty,
Yeah.
dead monster.
Oh yeah.
And like people are like,
2-minute warning.
oh, the fun thing about that, the mustache. Some people were like, well, I don't know why they decided to do that. Give him a mustache. I didn't like that. And it's like, well, if you read Dracula in the novel, Dracula had a mustache, so it was a pretty good shot, which I didn't think it looked bad. It's not like he had a mohawk. Well, he almost had a mohawk, but no, he looked so creepy and so good in that, and they hid so much of him.
Yeah, keeping him in shadows.
Right. He's so. I'm pretty sure it was a full frontal nude scene too in that. Or did I dream that night? Or did I want to?
I don't know if it was full frontal or not. I don't know.
I think there was a prosthetic used, but I don't know. I don't know.
I can't recall.
No, so,
honestly.
yeah.
You're the one that remembered it.
Or made it up. I don't know what I'm all about. Jack, yeah, but I'll say Lily Rose Depp really stole the show in this one. William Dafoe hit a home run after home run with it. And then, of course, like you said, Bill is a monster. That dude is making a great career for himself doing that stuff, he's a decent actor anyway.
Yeah, I like him.
Well, it was weird watching him in The Crow.
Yeah.
Like just being a character, not being a
Barbarian the same way.
yeah, same way. Barbarian.
It's like, I think you're the one that mentioned it. Maybe it's like you have this horror movie with a monster, but it's got Bill Skarsgård, but he's not a monster.
Yeah,
he's not.
Oh, and that's one of the such good things about that movie is, which anybody I know that's seen that movie that went into it like me, knowing nothing about it, has loved it.
Yeah.
Some people have unfortunately had it overhyped. So if you are a fan of that movie, careful with the overhyping because apparently. And that takes me back to From Dusk Till Dawn. I probably overhyped that movie so bad. And I think when I finally showed my friend Jody, I think I had explained that movie, every scene of it. So when he's watching it, I'm like,
he's not excited.
That's not awesome to you. I'm like, James, you've spoiled this movie. He's just seen everything you told him about. I was like, but anyway, yeah. So Nosferatu, great cast, beautiful, beautiful gothic looking movie. I think it came out in December. It was around Christmas because America haven't had that.
Yeah, it was at the end of the year.
Yeah, because there was that kind of.
Because I was trying to remember. I was like, this wasn't a 25. Well, it was. So I guess it was a 24. I was trying to remember, but no, it was definitely 24.
Yeah, right there at the end. Which I guess they weren't going for any Oscars or nothing. Although that's weird because
even who pays attention to those awards anymore?
Well, some people deserve them. You know what I'm saying?
I understand,
if they're going to
who
exist,
pays attention to them? Like, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't even care about that stuff. Like, it's cool, I guess, in a way for them to get the honor or whatever. But it's gotten to where it's so political.
Well, no, that is 100% true.
I mean, it's
and Billy Zane really didn't get one for Demon Knight, so that kind of
shows their bull smoke.
Yeah, that kind of takes away all their credibility. So you didn't give one to Billy Zane. No, but like I would have liked to seen the Iron Claw win some awards.
Yeah.
But they put it out at the end of the year, and they said by December, they already know who's winning the Oscars.
True.
And yes, it is it's political like everything else. And that's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Unless I was up for one, then I would care.
Yeah.
Eminem won an Oscar for crying out loud.
Okay, we are down to. I wonder what it could be.
I honestly don't remember.
You don't remember?
Oh no, I remember now.
So this is the one that I had 8 pages of notes that I lost.
This was probably the first major one that like just this is the first one that just went away.
Yeah, this was time.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
We said we wanted to get back to it. We had done the original run. We wanted to get back into it. I think we did the Christmas episode, and then and it was like
that was going to be the next one after the Christmas.
Buba Ho-Tep.
Bubba Ho-Tep.
We had notes and everything, but it just kept getting pushed back.
We didn't really do any. We didn't do any Scarecrow hours really in 24.
Yeah, no, there was a gap, and that's just.
Well, yeah, there was. Well,
I was back in the workforce.
Yeah, you had scheduling issues. It just didn't work out.
And I think we've agreed that we're never gonna do these when they don't feel right.
We learned our lesson, I think, in what was it? Was it Tales
of Halloween?
Tales of Halloween. Yeah.
So I mean, shout out to the people that do these podcasts like weekly,
right?
That are always doing this. I mean, there's podcasts I listen to that have been around since 2011, and they have hundreds of episodes.
Right.
Like that's amazing that they do that and they make their schedule. Of course, those are all audio. We do video, but shout out to them for all putting in the time and dedication because it's crazy to have anything last that long. And then like a lot of these people, that's that core group of friends, and I remember some of the podcasts I listened to when they didn't have ads, and now there's ads in them, and the ads are annoying, but you're like, good for them, man.
Right.
You're like, okay, that's cool.
Making some money on it.
Yeah, so it's just legit. I wish we could do a weekly one. It's just.
It is what it is, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be more fun. Let's go ahead and start a timer on it.
Okay, great. So anyway, this is none other than
Buba Ho-Tep.
Buba Ho-Tep, my favorite Egyptian movie, my favorite Elvis movie.
You get mummies and Elvis and frickin' Bruce Campbell all in one film.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. Like, okay, yeah, this movie, first time I watched it, first time I heard of it, okay, so Bruce Campbell plays, this movie's called Bubba Ho-Tep. What's a Bubba Ho-Tep? Well, it's Bruce Campbell, he plays Elvis. Really, but he's an old Elvis. And there's and he's in this with JFK. JFK's in there too. Yeah, but JFK, he's black now.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
yeah.
All right. And there's a mummy.
There's a mummy.
And he's
rocking a cowboy hat.
Yeah, rocking some old Bubba Ho-Tep. Killing old folks, sucking their souls, and and they got this old black JFK and this old Bruce Campbell Elvis. They gotta team up, take out. It's just stupid,
dude. Yeah,
I don't know. It sounds awesome, but it sounds really dumb.
It is. It has B written all over it. B rate, like just. But of course, it's Bruce Campbell, so you just.
Well, and then
you should know.
So the first time I watched it, I thought it was depressing.
Really?
It was sad to me. Like I sit there watching, like I don't like this.
Really?
First time I saw it, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like the way, because it's just the whole idea of the old folks home and being there. Not nothing to do with anybody's performance. Just that concept of this sad. And it starts off with the guy, pretty much a guy dying there, and his daughter doesn't care. And, it's just it was sad for me at that, but. I revisited it shortly after that, and just to pay attention to the Elvis performance, and
Sebastian.
Yeah, which again, that's my favorite Elvis is Bruce Campbell.
What do I care? I got a growth on my.
Oh, that was also a hold up. We had to decide if we could use the word. God, that's the best line in the movie, though. Oh, I care. I got a growth on my. Yeah, I said it. So like that was the thing. We're like, we got to decide if we can. You can't talk about Bubba Ho-Tep and not say, or you shouldn't. Pretty good small little cast in that too. The guy that plays JFK. I didn't know him from a lot. I saw him he was in The Stand. I remember that the TV show.
Oh yeah, he was. Huh?
So was he JFK or not?
No, I think he was just.
He was crazy. So was Sebastian really Elvis? That leaves it. That movie does that.
Could be. Could be. Could not. But I mean, he was dedicated to it.
Yeah. I mean, he might have really thought he was Elvis, but he might have really been Elvis. I don't know. That's something we'd have to ask the director.
So essentially, he as Elvis. All right, let's go ahead and address the Elvis part. So Elvis was getting tired
being Elvis
of being Elvis. So he found a guy that was a Elvis impersonator,
the best. And if Elvis looked like Bruce Campbell, this guy was.
Yeah,
this guy was.
And so they switched out.
Yeah.
And he wound up getting screwed around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the more of the details in it that he had paperwork he could take the role back, but he accidentally blew up his camper, and then he's making all this money as an Elvis impersonator. Then he breaks his hip, and he can't do that anymore. So now at this point, he's finding himself in an old folks home where he thinks a lot about Priscilla, famously Elvis's first wife, I believe. Yeah. And so he thinks about them. It's a cool Elvis. It's a very unique film for sure.
Very much so.
Yeah, like I think there was talk of a sequel at one point.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't really know
how would that work.
I don't know. It was something like because they seemingly passes away at the end. Yeah. That was another thing I thought was sad about, but it's fitting. It's fitting.
Yeah, it fits though.
But I love this idea. I love the idea of like these guys. They're iconic characters in, Elvis and John F. Kennedy, for the most part, but they're frail and they're fragile. They're old and they're surrounded by that. They're surrounded by, other old folks. And there's a mummy, because the mummy has never scared me. I've never found a mummy scary.
And understand, like this mummy is, well, like we mentioned, he's cowboy hat boots. Like he looks like a Texas style mummy who's apparently been around long enough and he's adapted to.
Because it's a Texas movie, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. It's Mud Creek, Texas.
Right on. So the mummy apparently they were transporting it and
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was part of somebody had stolen it and was driving around the country doing one of those.
Yeah, which is funny to me
because it
didn't even matter to me how it got there.
Right.
I wouldn't even care. It could have been like it fell out of a spaceship. I'd be like, that'll do.
But he sucks people's souls through orifices.
Yeah.
Isn't that the word they use?
Yeah.
I think it's orifices. Yeah.
Soul sucker.
Yeah. So and remember, orifice, that doesn't just include your mouth or ears or eyes.
Anything can be an orifice if you want it to be.
If there's a hole in your body, that's an orifice. Just saying. We all got one down there somewhere. And
so that's I mean, kind of a freaky mummy.
Very much so.
Yeah. But again, mummy's not scary to me. So the idea though for them, it would be the threat, neither you're not fighting a big, strong, fast monster, they're frail, he's frail.
True.
So I like the idea of these guys being like, okay, man, let's do that. We're doing this. We're going out.
And they like team up, and it just has this. I mean, it's like a buddy comedy almost. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And then you got the giant cockroach scarab.
Yeah. And for some reason, one of my favorite dumb scenes in this movie is whenever they're sitting there finding out about Bubba Ho-Tep, and JFK's like, now, would you like a ding dong? Not mine. But then they're like, I got Baby Ruth. It's just still busting out the candy. It's like, it just seemed like a good time, But yeah, dude, freaking best line in the movie though was
I gotta grow some up.
Yeah. So I mean, and there's like a whole thing there too with Elvis about that he has a growth on his, as we said, and this is a guy that Elvis, he was every woman's dream in his day, and Elvis loved women. Everybody knows that.
Now he's surrounded by women that have to take care of him, and they don't believe that he's Elvis either. They
nobody.
think he's just some senile old man, and there's a woman having to clean up and wash him.
Like he says about that one girl that like she bends over in front of him.
Oh yeah,
and he's like, she didn't care.
Yeah,
he's like, I might as well just been a house cat. He's like, it's not that the revealing wasn't on purpose or accident.
Yeah,
she doesn't care.
Yeah.
I'm a house cat to her.
Yeah, Oh yeah, because she's coming to clean out.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
That just set that tone for me.
I understand that,
but it's okay. It's a movie, and I think it's a good movie.
I enjoy it. I mean, it's fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely,
it really is. But then again, it's like Bruce Campbell. Come on, dude. Like,
it's Bruce Campbell as Elvis. You're taking one of the most iconic B movie actors ever, and then you're taking one of the most just iconic people ever, and you're like, yeah, have Bruce Campbell play Elvis. People might say who's Bruce Campbell, but nobody's gonna say who's Elvis,
right? I don't know. Like, I grew up with we were talking about Zoe Bell playing Stunt Woman for Xena.
Yeah,
Bruce Campbell played on Xena.
That's true. That's true.
That's my first introduction to him as a kid.
Jack of
the thief. Yeah,
Jack of Trades or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Jack. Yeah. Mine, of course, was Evil Dead 2. That was the first time. And you know what?
Warning.
I started watching this skit show because the guy looked like Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah.
But he wasn't Bruce Campbell. It was Jim Carrey in the show.
Yeah.
It's in Living Color. The first time I ever saw Jim Carrey, I was like, that guy looks like Bruce Campbell. Oh man, I wonder if he'll ever be as big as Bruce Campbell. Probably not.
You know, he is one of the few that I do have a pop of Ash from Army of Darkness. I think I did a Funko Pop on that.
You did. Very cool. And your brother got you that
Friday.
one, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It's cool.
He's got good taste.
Yeah, I was gonna. I remember like I wanted to do something after you did your pop because yours is so great, the Army of Darkness and everything, and in the big packaging. And I got this most basic like Evil Dead 1 Ash. I just wanted to be like. I got one too. I got Ash. You just like sit yours down on top of it and crush it.
It's like you could have a whole Bruce Campbell marathon. It would just be so much fun.
There's this. Did you watch the Evil Dead series?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So disgusting, but so good. Yeah. There's this other movie you might have seen. It's called My Name is Bruce. I think it is, where he plays himself in it. It's very meta.
I think it's one of those I'm into, and I just haven't.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it at some point on Vudu, but
that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, it's on my list.
As soon as you get it, then I will watch it, sir.
Dude, I buy so many movies on there. I buy movies that I haven't seen that I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch. Your library
is like over 1,000.
Yeah, I broke 1,000. Yeah. I just kind of collect them on there because there's a lot of them I'm not going to get to watch because I need to watch them by myself without my kids around. So I'm like,
I watch them first.
Yeah, I will do that. Yeah, because it's kind of a good ethic to like if you're on somebody's shared account not to watch their new movies right away. But I'm like, hey, dude, I just got this. Knock yourself out. I'm going to be able to watch it for about a week. Let me know if it's good or not. Is it? But you should check out if you decide to watch a Western, you ought to watch Rust. I've got it on there. It's Alec Baldwin. It's the one where.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that yet.
It's not bad.
The controversial.
Yeah. It's got Travis Fimmel in it. It's one of the big reasons I got it too. Okay. Like bike. Travis. We've talked about him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's gonna be it.
All right. Our greatest misses.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. This was the Scarecrow Hour. Episodes we didn't do. What was it? Our misses, the episodes we didn't do.
Yeah, the shows we didn't do.
You missed out.
Our greatest misses. Yeah. But we kind of fixed it now because we have done them.
Yeah, we
just had to compact it and stuff. And again, like I love all the. Well, I don't love Nosferatu. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
but like I love From Dusk Till Dawn. I love Deathproof. I love Demon Knight. So it was great to actually just get to talk about these movies and also like. Doing an episode of each, we don't have time for that. We don't. Yeah. So
I think we might do. I'd like to probably do more of these. Maybe not do 5, but maybe do 2 or 3 in an hour.
We could because some movies work really good as double features. Like I'm not saying for us to do this, but like Blow and American Made, like those 2 movies. They work really well as a double feature, although there's no real connect. I mean, there's a little bit of connection. There's drugs, but but there's some that I don't know. I would just like to, or we could do like the Nancy trilogy or the Laurie trilogy or the Tommy trilogy, whatever. Which I don't know. I think we kind of covered all the Freddy and Jason stuff.
Yeah. That first episode of Freddy versus Jason, go back and watch it if you haven't seen it already. You'll get that rundown.
That was a fun one.
Just ignore the out of time slashes.
Well, also if
I edited that thing so many times and still.
I'll tell you what, if somebody requests something, the first person to request something, we would probably do it
without a doubt.
Yeah, no matter if we wanted to or not. Just being that's the first request we ever got.
May not go into complete detail, but
yeah.
Well, like we could do Linklaters. We could do a Linklater.
Yeah, I mean,
we're that in a couple hours.
Did you finish Waking Life?
Yes, I did.
Okay, right on. Yeah.
Yes, I actually did finish it in the first sitting.
Okay, cool.
I did a lot of other things while I was on.
Yeah,
if I hadn't had a phone in my hand, it might have been hard to finish.
Yeah, it's that dude's an artist, and when you're an artist, people don't always get your art.
There's some scenes I really like. There's some scenes I'm like, whatever. It's
got
some good lines in it.
I see it very similar to Slacker in a sense. Like maybe the spiritual sequel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's definitely more along that vein as far as the dialogue and everything.
Yeah, well, it's it's all well. I mean, the visuals are obviously there, but it's mostly dialogue. You know what I mean? Which Kevin Smith. That's another guy that it's like, dialogue. He was talking about something one time about he was gonna. They wanted him to write the Green Hornet movie, and he's just like, I can't write action, dude. He's like, they're like, you got the Green Hornet and Kano talking for, they're just sitting there talking the whole time. It's like, Are they hiding at this point? Anyway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So, yeah, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, brother.
Thank you for the duck.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
I gave a duck.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And if you like this episode, let us know. If you like the format, maybe we'll continue to do it. Again, you got any suggestions that you want to, any movie you want to subject us to, now's your time. And we may only do that one time.
Hey, why not? Give it a try. See what happens. See if we don't respond. Let's see. Test us.
Okay. Anyway, this is a great time.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things. Make sure to go over to UncleSamPresents.com, which will lead you straight to our YouTube page. We're also on Spotify and Rumble.
Official.
Drop a comment. Let us know what's up.
Yeah, we're trying to get on MySpace, and I'm gonna upload some of our stuff to Napster. And
my son commented on our first episode of Freddy vs. Jason because he's in it technically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I showed it to him and he was like, oh, and there's like 3 or 4 comments from him, like just punching stuff on his.
I think I saw it. Yeah. No, he's so great, that video, dude.
Yeah.
He was so excited. you told me
with a ray gun.
Yeah, you're like, calm down.
I was like, dude, stop the ray gun for a second. Because I couldn't think. It was so loud. I just couldn't even think. I was like, bro.
He's just going at it.
He's excited. He's super excited about it. So
yeah, cool. Awesome.
Anyways.
So when you called it, you're like, he's going with something stupid.
Ridiculous.
A banana with a ray gun. Awesome. All right. Happy Halloween.
I'm just glad I didn't have to make it this time.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed my new Sam beanie.
Very nice.
If you can't tell, that's what we're doing with. I didn't lay a Sam out. I forgot to bring a Sam, but I brought one. Anyways.
But you got all the equipment, and that's cool.
Dude, I did.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right on. So we're getting somewhere.
All right. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Copyright 2025 Uncles and Presents. UNKLESamPresents.com. Email us at UNKLESamXML.com. Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Email us if you wish to be a sponsor.
Check out the rest of our videos at UncleSamPresents.com.